Telkom has proceeded with their restructuring process. It had suspended retrenching its employees 2 weeks ago as unions like Solidarity felt there was no proper consultation with the labour unions. To talk more on this, we are joined in studio by Harry Botha, who is a member of the National Management Council. He's also part of the SABC structure, and he's a full-time shop steward. Harry, welcome. It's good to have you on the programme.
Thank you.
Is SACU happy with this restructuring process so far?
Yeah, we will never be happy. We'll be slightly concerned due to the fact that the company has actually created another 134 extra posts, whereas they want to get rid of another 226 staff, or it's a little bit over 300, but 226 staff in the first phase. Yeah. Which we've got the phase at the back now. So what happened is we were in consultation with the company for last week for 4 days, and the outcome of that is that we would put retrenchments on hold until we've done with the voluntary severance packages as well as voluntary early retirement packages.
Yeah.
You need to consider that last year there was in excess more than 600 people were rejected in applying for the voluntary severance packages and early retirement packages. Okay. Which would mitigate the situation as we are in this year.
Yeah. Are you happy with the way Telkom consulted with the unions?
Yeah, for now, because previously as we did have a concern due to the fact that we were not following the Section 189 process to the book. But luckily last week, as we were in consultation with the outside facilitator, we actually pulled it straight, and this is the way we're going now. In the consultation process, once Section 189 through from 1 to run it to the end.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about the retrenchments. How are the negotiations going regarding this?
As we are busy with the voluntary severance packages now, this was how can we say? These both processes are the retrenchment and placement processes going on at the same time.
Yeah.
So what happens is by the end of October, the people that was not successful in the placement process will probably then receive their packages. But we believe that we will have enough people in what we call the unaffected areas in Telkom, where the packages was extended to, that would apply for these voluntary severance packages to mitigate forced retrenchments. You must remember that we promote employment in the country, not unemployment. And that's what we're about.
Okay. Explain to us the issue of employment equity that's being used as a criteria for dismissals. Employment
equity, you cannot use that as a no-fault dismissal. Every person has a right not to be unfairly dismissed. If you use employment equity in getting rid of people, it's automatically unfair. Yeah. Our criteria as SACUs we put on is we need to look at skills with regards to the competence and experience and qualifications and that, and a best person for the job. Yeah. You cannot use employee equity to dismiss a person.
Has this something that's been applied when it's come to the job losses at Telkom?
It was previously there was instances where it was applied in 2003 and 2004, but case law in the CCMA and the Labour Court brought out that this is unfair.
Okay.
So this should not be applied now as well.
So it isn't an issue at this point in time.
The company is of the opinion that they will apply it as a last resort.
Okay. Do you think there was a way that Telkom could have avoided these job cuts?
I think yes, especially now with extending the voluntary severance packages and the early retirement packages to what we called the unaffected group in the company. You had affected group where the restructuring was taking place, and there was an unaffected group. And we need to consider that management structure, according to what everyone thinks, is 2,635 positions. But out of that 2,635 positions, less than 900 are in actual fact managers. The rest are specialists. And it's the backbone of the company. They are technologists and keepers of technology. These people run the company. We can't afford to get rid of them. So when we get some of those positions where in the unaffected area, the incumbent or the employee opts for the voluntary severance package or the early retirement package, then we can go to the affected group where people are affected and upskill them and put them into those positions. And so in such a way minimize any job losses.
All right. Yeah. Let's leave it there for this morning. But before I do, where to from here? What happens now?
Now we need to go through this in August and September and find how many takers on the voluntary severance package and the early retirement package there are, and then further on then we can further follow the process, because we still need information from the company with regards to, like I said, is the new positions that was created or the rationale behind some service organizations. But I think we're on a level now. The issue is continuing now.
All right, good. Thank you for updating us. Harry Botha, who is a member of the National Management Council. He's also part of the FABC structure and a full-time shop steward, talking to us about Telkom and what's happening there when it's come to restructuring and some of the job cuts there.